All right, today I have an Infiniti QX series, and I'm going to show you how to turn on the headlights on this QX series. I'm going to show you how to turn on the headlights, turn on the bright headlights, the fog lamps, and a lot of other things. Now, this applies to the QX. It can apply to the QX50, the QX55, the QX60, and the QX80. Some of those models, This actually is the 2024 model of the QX80, but the functions are generally the same, so you can apply them to all of the QX series. So let's go and get started. But before I get started, if you find my video helpful in any way, can you give me a thumbs up as well as subscribe to my channel? I'll appreciate it tremendously. All right, so I'm in the Infiniti QX series. Now, to operate the headlights, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through the steering wheel, and you see this lever right here. It's a clever lever. And if you look right here, it has the off button and is lined up right here with that dot. Okay, it's important. If that off is lined up with that dot, that means that it is off. Okay, it's in the off position. Now, to turn on the headlights, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this lever, and you see this, the in piece right here. If I take this, it's in off position. If I go turn it one notch that way, it goes into the auto selection, and it shows you up on the instrument panel. I'll do it again so you can see. All right, turned it, and it's in the auto. It says lights mode guidance. It's in the off or auto. So it's in the auto position, which means that the vehicle will automatically detect when it is dark outside and the headlights need to be turned on. Granted, that your sensors are clean, okay? So you'll automatically turn it on. Some people, however, like to keep it in the auto feature so they can forget about it, don't have to worry about ever having the headlights to be on, okay? Because it's in the auto feature, it'll automatically turn on when needed. All right, so it's in the auto, right? It turns on when the vehicle's on, okay? Now, it's in the auto feature. The next thing that I'm going to show you is the parking lights. And you see this indicator right here? That is the indicator of the parking lights. And if I turn it one time like this, it's lined up with that dot. That is the parking light, okay? It shows on the instrument panel as well. I'm going to show you. Parking light right here. That is the parking lights. So the parking lights are on. Now, to turn on the headlights manually, I will take the same end right here, and I will turn it one time until this dot lines up with that. So watch this. Turn it like that, and the headlights are now on the on using the manual option right here. All right, so that's the headlights. Now, I'm going to show you how to do the parking lights, and after I show you how to do the parking lights, I'm going to show you how to turn on and off the high beam lights. Now, let's get to it. So, before I get to the high beam headlights, I'm going to show you how to turn the fog lights on. Do you see this lever right here, or this switch right here? It is currently in off. This right here is indicative of the fog light. Now, to turn on the fog light, I just simply take this, turn it that way, and the fog lights are currently on. Okay, so you see that, and you can see on the instrument panel that right there, that is indicative that the fog lights are on. Okay, now to turn the fog lights off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and turn it back to the off position. Now the fog lights are off. Now, to turn on the bright headlights, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this lever. The headlights are still on in the manual position. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I can flash my headlights by simply pulling it towards me, and you see this blue light right here. That's indicative that the bright headlights are on, but because I pulled it to me as opposed to pushing it away, it actually goes off once I release this lever. So that's the high beam lights, or the bright headlights. It goes on and it is off. Now, to turn on the high beam lights and not just have them flashed, what I'll do is I'll take this lever and I'll push it away from me. And when I push it away from me, it stays in place. And look at this blue light, it stays on. That's indicative of the bright headlights being on. Now, to turn all of this off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this same, go to the same lever. Oh, also before I finish, I'm going to show you how to brighten and dim the instrument panel on this vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead and turn everything off. So I put it in the auto position. And also to note, when you have it in the auto headlights are on, and you want the high beams to automatically also turn on, I push this right here, and you see it doesn't show right here, but when the high beam headlights are needed, it will automatically turn on because I push this lever that way. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn it off, pull it back, and it's in the auto. Now I'm going to turn it off, and the headlights are off. All right. Now I'm going to show you how to brighten and dim the instrument panel. Now that we did the headlights, if you go right here, you see these buttons right here. These buttons right here brighten and dim the instrument panel. So this right here, it dims the instrument panel, and the one above it, that's in the middle, it brightens, and it shows you on the instrument panel when I'm pressing these buttons, it shows you that one dimming, and it shows you that one getting bright. All right. So that is how you operate the headlights in the Infiniti QX series. This is a QX80, but this could be applied to certain models of the QX, Infiniti QX50, the QX55, the QX60, and of course the QX80. I hope this video has been helpful. Thanks a lot for watching.